Hi, Serena here. Thanks for joining me this nice spring day on my YouTube channel. Look at all these beautiful daffodils. I am going to have to come out here. I am going to have to get my journal out and my pen or my watercolors also and paint some of these beauties before they're gone. Look at how pretty they are. Now these turn more orange as the cups mature, but we've had a nice cool spring, so I'll have some time to do this. Now, do you remember I've been talking about building my studio, and I did order lumber, and look what they gave me. Uh-oh. Now I'm afraid I have to do something with this. Uh-oh. I actually have to build it. Uh-oh. I'm having anxiety because this is only like the base, the platform, and the foundation. So this is going to take me a while to do this, and then I have to get the lumber for the walls and the roof. So at least I'll have some practice on this, and I'll keep you posted on what's going to happen and how it looks when I'm done in stages. So stay tuned for that. I'm filming on a bit of a cold day. It's still like in the 50s. And I'm in the greenhouse, so it's going to be a little windy, a little noisy. Sorry about that. You'll hear some creaking. That's the frame creaking because the winds are very high, and you'll hear some plastic moving around. But what I wanted to do was, some of you will recognize this from a prior haul, and it contains a whole bunch of Roman Schmoll paints, which I got a while back, and I finally got a palette to put them in. So I'm going to take these all out of the wrappers and put them in some kind of order, and we can go ahead and swatch them out then. Well, I tried to take all of them out of the little wrappers, boxes, whatever, but I had a heck of a time, and it's very cool today. So these really didn't melt or anything, but I could not get this one. This is olive green light. You see what happened to it. There was, you know, I did get it, but I mean, it left a lot behind. This one, the Aquarius red, and I don't think it's because of the pigment, it's softer or anything. It's just, it just did not want to come out. So these, they've got to come up with a better system to wrap these. I know with the the full pans, they do have a protective, like a wax paper over it, but that would defeat the purpose of being able to see the color in the packaging if they displayed this in a store. So I guess I understand why they don't put that protective cover on it, but even with the protective cover, I had an issue with my, let's see which one this one was. This was Permanent Green Light. And you can see it just completely stuck to it. So this is a candidate for the freezer, I think. I don't want to lose any of the pigment on it. It's not going to come out very easily, so I left a space there. I also had a problem with the same thing. This wouldn't come out at all. The whole middle is stuck on there. And this is the Aquarius orange. So oddly enough, I'll show you later on, it said PONA, so it's not available. They don't know what they made it out of, or more than likely it's a trade secret. So we don't have any pigment information on that one. But I'm going to throw those in the freezer, and maybe they will lend themselves to peeling off completely the way they're supposed to by the end of this video. We'll see. let's get going and swatch these out and see what they look like, at least the ones I have in here so far. Please excuse my cuts and everything. I've been working on a project, as you know. I've been getting cut up by raspberry bushes and clearing things a little bit and moving some very heavy items around, so very heavy construction items. So I've gotten a little beat up in the process, even with gloves on. But no harm done to me. It's just part of doing the process. I have here some B paper, B-E-E. It's just a nice little paper I like. It's 100% cotton, watercolor paper that I just want to swatch these on real quickly. I'm probably going to move things around a little bit. This might not be in the order in which I want them, but this will tell me. So, because you all know, look at these, they all look brown, black, whatever. You don't know what color they are, but once you swatch them out on paper, they really take shape. So I have my handy dandy paper towel here, and let's get set up a little better so you can see. By the way, the watercolor tin I'm using came from Amazon. It's of course it's upside down, New York Central Art Supply. It's kind of nice quality. It's got smooth sides, which a lot of these don't. A lot of these have rough sides. They're quite smooth, which is nice. It's got the mixing wells here, and you can, of course, pull this one out and get some more mixing wells there if you want. So, just a standard pan. It does have the ring on the bottom, so you can hold that if you want. But this one did come with half pans. So now I have extra half pans. I don't have to buy them for any other palettes when I want to buy some extra tube paint and fill those up. I've already got those. Okay, so let's get started with the swatching. And the first one up is lemon yellow. I'm just going to make a quick swatch. I'm not going to worry too much about, a graded wash or anything like that. But there's a lemon yellow. That's quite a nice color, regular lemon yellow. That is their number 204 or PY61. Next one up is Hansa Yellow Medium. That's a nice color. That's kind of looks like a cadmium. Not quite as deep. But that is their number 206 or PY74. Missing is the Aquarius Orange number 354, which was the container I showed you that said PONA. So they didn't give you the formulation of that. So I left a space for that because that is going in there. Next one up is Aquarius Red. This one was, I should have taken it right out of here. This is the one that, or one of the few that stuck to the container. I'm saving this because I'm going to use this right out of there. There's quite a bit of paint in there. It doesn't look like it, but there is. And I don't want to waste any paint. But this is the Aquarius Red. Nice color. Cooler red. And that is their number 323 or PR214. Next up, I have Ultramarine Pink. Now some of these I've gotten just because they're just like fun colors. Who doesn't want to have a few fun colors in their palette? That's kind of a nice color. I just saw it on the website and said, oh, that's really pretty. Pretty for maybe some florals. I did get a mix of full pans and half pans, as you see. Jackson's was having a sale, but really if I got nothing but full pans, it would really blow my budget. I was at the point where I really couldn't get those colors, and I do have some of these in other palettes, so I can use those other colors without having to buy full pans. They were really only $1 more, $1 or so more than the half pans, but I had to cut and budget somewhere. Alright, so that is the ultramarine. Now, is it the ultramarine pink? It was. That's 215 or PR259. Now we have quinacridone pink, which is the next one. This one is a beautiful color. I saw it and I said, okay. I think I'm shaking my camera when I do that. Sorry about that. Look at that. That looks more like a magenta, really, rather than a pink. But quinacridone pink, they're number 366 or PV55. Moving on to Mineral Violet, which I bought before. This was the first Roman Schmal color I got. And I don't know what the specs are on this because I have the paper somewhere else. I can't find it right now, but look at that color. As it goes more toward pale, you can kind of see some pinkish tones in that. It's a very beautiful color. That's their Mineral Violet. Next we have French Ultramarine, a standard in everybody's palette, one way or another. I'm going to see if I can adjust this camera because it's moving too much and I'm banging into it. I can tell. But there's your French Ultramarine, common Ultramarine. This is 221, their color 221, and it's PB29. There, I hope that's going to be better and not move around so much. The next one is going to be Phthalo Blue-Green shade, which is 103. Is that right? Yes, it is. And that is PB153. Am I still on the screen? There we go. That's really a beautiful color. Very strong, but I love that. Okay. Next one is Transparent Turquoise. Something is wrong there. I'm missing one. Alright, so I messed up the colors here. I think I switched two of them. So this one, yes indeed, is Phthalo Blue-Green shade. The next one, I believe, is Cobalt Teal. Let's check. And this is one of the things about once you take them out of their wrappers and you put them in there, that's got to be a Cobalt Teal. That is beautiful. Cobalt Teal is their number 408 or PG50. Now we move on to Transparent Turquoise, which is unmistakable. We know that has an opaqueness to it, but it's a beautiful color nonetheless. I want to make sure they're still getting that on there. Move this up a little bit because I can't see in this sunny greenhouse. Okay, so the Transparent Turquoise is number 228 or PB15:3/PG7. Alright, now we're on to the permanent, nope, this is Phthalo Green Yellow shade. Yeah, I'm still confused with this. And then I've got a missing one, which is going to make it even worse. But this is the Phthalo Green Yellow shade. You can definitely see that on there. That's a rather transparent color, isn't it? Okay, that is their 230 or PG36. Then we have Permanent Green Light, which is frozen right now in the freezer, and it's not coming apart. It's just been too soon. So Permanent Green Light, that would be 231 or PY154/PG7. Now we have Olive Green Light. And that definitely looks like an olive green right there. I'm going to skip a space so I can add that other one in later. Olive Green Light. Isn't that a nice color? Look at that nice mossy green kind of color. Olive Green Light is their number 345, or, get ready for this, there's 4 colors in that, PB29/PY129/PBR25. So a lot of colors go into that, but well worth it. Next one. Now I get into browns here. You know, you can mix a lot of these browns yourself. These are really convenience colors, but I love using a lot of browns in landscapes and leaves and so forth. So I tend to like a lot of the browns and use a lot. This one is Blue Ridge Raw Sienna. And this is their number 255 or PY43. And they say earth pigment in parentheses. So it's derived from an earth pigment. I don't know if that means it granulates. It does have a little bit of that in there. Beautiful color. Components are actually one component, PY43. I think I said that. Next one is Quinacridone Gold. Oh dear, that doesn't, oh, I guess it is. Okay, quinacridone gold is number 310, or PY150/PO48. So I don't think this is the quinacridone gold that everybody is raving about. There's a pure quinacridone gold, I believe, that is being discontinued. Sketches and Scrubs raves about it on her channel. I think I already have one in a Schmenka set, but I just like this. I wanted to add it in. This is the one that Roman Schmal offers. So that's quinacridone gold. Here is burnt sienna, number 349, or PO48. Nice color. These, I believe, are honey-based. Just a little bit different, a little more reddish to it, but nice. Nice to kind of have both. They are a little different. And if you use a lot of them, like I do, it's no big deal. It's nice to have those as convenience colors. Next one is Cypress Burnt Umber. We're getting to the end here. Cypress Burnt Umber. That one's a little harder to re-wet for some reason. Some are easier to re-wet and some are not. I don't have a lot of water in it, that's why. These are very deep, dark colors. Sometimes you need a dark color. Deep in a forest, or you want to paint an urban scene with maybe some wrought iron. You don't want to use black, per se. And you'll see I've got a black in here. So now, the Cypress Burnt Umber is their number 128, or BR7. And it says also in parentheses, earth pigment. Next one up is, and I don't see that granulating very much, but maybe it does slightly. This is sepia, another dark one, number 242, or PBR7/PBK9. Oh, nice. Very nice. But those are kind of similar. You can probably get away with one or the other. One's a little warmer, one's a little cooler, of course. And last but not least, once in a while I'll throw this in a very, very dark area, or parts of a wrought iron fence in an urban scene, a Mars Black 134, or PBK11. So I'm not expecting that to be anything but black. How light does it go? I want to see if I can get some of that over there so you can see that gives you a nice gray. Okay, so those are these colors. Let me check the freezer and see if the other ones are yielding a bit. Alright, so out from the freezer here, it does look like that cold treatment helped with this one, which is the 321 Permanent Green Light. So that one goes here. Permanent Green Light. And we'll try with the Aquarius Orange. Yep, that released it, see? It released it right there. But still a little wasted on there. I'm going to save that and use it right from the package. Okay, and that snaps right in. This is a nice palette. It actually works very well. Everything snaps right in. So I did leave spaces for those. Let's do the Aquarius Orange. Which one was it? This one. Had to think twice. This is really throwing me because my my brush has a little bit of a green stain to it, and it makes me think that I'm polluting the color here. But here's the Aquarius Orange. That's very much like a true orange. I like that. And Aquarius Orange, again, they're number 354, and that was the PONA. So I don't know what the deal is on that one. But let's go ahead and swatch out the other missing one, which was the, I just said it and just forgot it, 231. That is the Permanent Green Light. Okay, nice spring color. Permanent Green Light. Oops, made a mess in the palette already. Well, it's got to be used. Now it's used. There's Permanent Green Light. It's a little hard to re-wet. It might be because it's still cold. I'm sure it's like frozen cold. There we go. Okay, Permanent Green Light. That's very nice. That one is their number 231, or PY154/PG7. So there you have it. There are the Roman Schmoll colors. Give you a little closer look at those. Very, very nice colors to work with. A nice palette to start with. You know there are extra spaces in the palette, and you know what that means. That means somewhere down the line I'm going to get more colors. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you got some information out of this swatching and had some fun along with me. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help my channel, and I will see you next time.